Give the children and the families of Illinois a break.
Governor Pritzker is asking the Trump administration to pause federal immigration operations in Chicago this weekend. He wants to make sure kids can enjoy Halloween without worry. This happened right after the head of the DHS visited Gary to talk about Operation Midway Blitz.
Political reporter Paris Schutz also has her response to the governor's plea.
Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem spoke at the Gary Chicago airport this morning, touting what she says is the success of Operation Midway Blitz, particularly a portion here in Indiana that has targeted truck drivers. Noem was flanked by ICE Acting Director Todd Lyons and Indiana Republican Governor Mike Braun. She says Operation Midway Blitz has netted 223 undocumented residents with commercial driver's license traveling on Indiana highways.
We don't want any of these individuals out on our roads, and we don't want them in our communities, and we especially don't want them behind the wheel of an 18-wheeler when they can't speak our language, they don't understand our laws, they can't follow our roadway signs, and they can't interact with law enforcement or our citizens.
Noem says Midway Blitz in all has netted more than 3,000 individuals, and she says it's just getting started.
Since the beginning of Midway Blitz, ICE and CBP and our state partners have arrested more than 3,000 illegal aliens, including rapists, murderers, and gang members that have been brought to justice.
But Governor Pritzker held his own competing press event today to blast Noem for the heavy-handed tactics used by ICE and Customs and Border Protection officials, like last weekend's tear gas raid in Old Irving Park near a Halloween parade.
So don't believe it when they tell you that they're busting the worst of the worst gangs or gang members. They're attacking peaceful neighborhoods and terrorizing kids in Halloween parades.
And a database from the Transactional Records Access Clearinghouse says that more than 71% of those detained since the beginning of Operation Midway Blitz do not have criminal convictions on their record.
Many times when we're out there on the streets making sure that we're getting these criminals off of our streets and out of our communities, that there are individuals that they are with that we also are making sure that they should be in this country. And if they aren't, then we're making sure that they get their due process and they're removed and returned to their home countries.
Pritzker also pleading with Noem to pause the operation tomorrow so kids can trick or treat safely.
I'm asking for basic human decency. I think their response will be revealing.
Secretary Noem says she heard Governor Pritzker's request, but it is denied. She says Operation Midway Blitz will be in full force on Halloween, as it has been every day since the beginning. Reporting from Gary, Paris Schutz, Fox 32, Chicago.